Alright, so you guys want to hear a funny story or what? Okay, so I was on my phone like a couple minutes ago looking at my I had stories I needed to tell like 7 weeks ago. I like wrote down a list of things that happened to me that week of things to talk about, and then it never ended up coming up because I forgot to look at the list. So I was at I had to go to Salvation Army in town, right, to drop off a bunch of shit,
right,
that we were trying to get rid of, and you know how like that's where Salvation, you know where Salvation Army is in our town. There's like that
sketch.
Yeah, behind Salvation Army, there's like houses, like a yard and stuff like that. And there's some dude sitting in the yard on like, he was just on his phone in like a lawn chair. And I was like, okay. So I drive past him, and
is this like behind the store?
Yeah,
like where you donate stuff.
Yeah, like the side. And so I was like, okay. And I was driving my mom's car, and I'm like, what do I do? I like parked across the street, tried to read the directions they had on the wall, and I saw a bunch of just shit laying on the side of the road. So I'm like, I'm just gonna assume that, you know. Then there's a big button that said like press for service. I'm like, I'm just gonna go over there and press that button.
Right. So
I go over there. I'm about to press the button, and the guy who's sitting in his yard was like, he's like, hey,
what the
and
fuck?
he comes over to me, and I realize he works out Salvation Army. And I'm like,
and
why?
He was sitting in
someone's yard, or his yard, I guess. I don't know. He was just sitting in someone's yard. I'm like, what the fuck?
How convenient is that? You just like wake up and walk across the street.
Exactly. And so I was like,
but you're
okay.
getting paid to sit and.
I have no idea.
Outside.
For all I know, he wasn't wearing any uniform. For all I know, he could have just been some crazy guy that was pretending to work there.
Drugs or something.
Yeah, we'll get this. So I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, I'm like, you want me to just put stuff here? He's like, yeah.
You talked to him?
Because he worked there. He's like, I was like, because he went inside the door and like started grabbing shit. So I was like, okay. And so then I just started putting stuff on the thing, and there was so much stuff on the road, so I just started adding to this pile, basically putting like lamps and, you know, bins and stuff like that there. And the guy was like, oh, what'd he say? He just comes out, and then he just starts complaining about his day, like his job. He's like, my boss, like, and you know how like sometimes, have you ever like been at work and you like kind of complain to a customer about your day, but it's not like, I might have done it like once where I've been like people will be talking on the headset when I'm trying to take an order. And I'm like, I'm sorry, can you repeat that? There's people talking on the headset for some reason or something like that. Like that's the most I'll do.
Yeah, the most I have is one time I was about to cry because a customer was super rude to me, and the next one in line was like, how's your day going? Like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, customer was just really rude to me. I'm fine. And that's, like, the bulk of it. Like, I don't talk about myself.
Yeah. Or, like, you know what? It's annoying when people are like, oh, how's your day? And, like, when I'm having a bad day, it's like
I'm good, thank you.
You can't say bad because apparently it's rude. Like, Chris, one time I was having a really bad week, and I'm like, I've had they're like, have you, or like, how are you doing today? I'm like, I've been better. And that was all. He's there, and Chris is like, "Stop saying that." It's like, well fuck you. Make my day better, Chris.
Okay, what happened after he was complaining?
Okay, so he comes and complains, and he's like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I don't even know if I'm doing this right. And, like, another family came behind me and started donating shit. And it looked like he was, like, the only one there. And he's like, my boss is telling me to do this. And, like, everyone keeps coming and just putting stuff here. And then she's trying to tell me I got to clean the bathroom. And he looks at me, and he goes, and then she's going to tell me to clean the bathroom. Lick the shit off my balls, bitch.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, who the fuck? You have no idea how old I am, bro. Why are you just randomly saying this to me? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, tell me about it. And so I was like, about to leave. I'm like, did I do that right? And then he's like, yeah, I can. And he said something completely different. He's like, yeah, I can put that away or something like that.
Right.
So he's talking about how his boss wants him to do all this shit. Meanwhile, he's like sitting in a fucking lawn chair.
Yeah, and then before that, he was sitting in a lawn chair. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I was so confused.
And how is it that Salvation Army there's always someone there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, how's that possible?
There's always someone at that side door?
Oh, no, there's always someone, like, dropping stuff off there.
Oh, I have no idea.
That's like...
Because people need to get rid of shit.
That whole area is so sketch. My sister manages a restaurant by there.
Oh, okay.
And are we going to talk about the fire?
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, so
you can talk about
she
that.
said a lot of drug deals happen back there, and it's really fucking scary. Yeah, behind that restaurant. And they've had, 2 fires? They had 2 fires in 1 week. One, someone threw a lit cigarette in their dumpster. So they had a dumpster fire. Yeah, I can literally look this shit up.
Oh my god.
And then, obviously, how many days ago? Was it a week ago?
It was a week or 2 weeks ago. It was pretty recent,
And it was on fire. And I saw it. It was 12 o'clock at night.
I did not see
And
it.
I texted my sister and I go, yo, it's on fire. And I sent her videos and stuff.
What if she's working and she's like, what do you mean? And then, she, turns around, she's like, oh, fuck!
I don't know, but that shit's crazy. How does that happen?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of, things in kitchens,
Oh,
that can
okay.
light
I
on
guess
fire.
the dumpster fire happened on July 19th, and then the second one happened on the 3rd of August.
Shout out to Henry. It's his birthday.
Oh,
Nice.
is it?
Oh, that's where we were
How
coming
old
home
is he
from.
now?
9.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
He's so little. He
Mm-hmm.
seems like he's still 6.
Yeah. But he plays Fortnite and acts like he's 15.
Oh, should we introduce ourselves?
You can. It's
Who's all
Willem's
talking?
4th appearance or 5th appearance, and it's your 2nd appearance.
Oh, hell
So it's me.
yeah.
I'm Lukas. This is my 87th time on the podcast. Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
I'm Linnea. I've been on here before.
Hello, my name is Will.
Oh my god.
Have you talked about how you guys are rooming or anything on here yet?
Oh, I have,
Oh, you have.
but I haven't gone into detail about it.
Well, let's go into detail, shall we? Do you
Yeah.
have all your shit together
This-
when you guys moving in?
Soon. I just bought a bunch of shit. Yeah.
We're gonna get hella bitches.
Oh, yeah.
Lucas is gonna get sexiled every night. Willem's gonna be pulling.
I didn't hear what you said, but
What?
I completely I was blanking on what you were talking about.
I said you were gonna get sexiled every night.
Oh,
That's when your roommate
That's what I
gets
thought you
kicked
said,
out
but I didn't
so
know
you
what it
can have
meant.
Sex.
I didn't know what sexiled meant. Okay. Yeah. Well, I just get home. I'm like, I gotta edit the podcast. Fucking sock on the doorknob. I'm like, God damn it, Willem. You
He's
player.
at it again.
Then I'm waiting in the hallway. 5 girls come out. I'm like, damn, Willem. Willem's like, you might not want to sleep on your bed tonight. I'm like, fuck you.
Oh, that's just gross.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not ready to leave yet.
Why not?
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate change. And, I'm excited, obviously, to, start over again, I guess. Because literally everything in your life is changing if you think about it. Literally everything.
Not literally everything.
Okay, close to everything. How you live, your daily schedule, who you're talking to, your friends. It's all
Yeah.
changing.
I mean, I still have my friends.
You know,
I'm excited for that, but it's just scary for,
you
change to
know,
happen.
the one thing humans have that sets them apart from everything else is their ability to adapt to change. That's what you're worried about. It's,
Yeah, I have anxiety.
This might be the last episode that me and Willem like each other on.
No,
I'm just kidding.
no, we're gonna get along great.
Yeah. Tune into podcast number 95 where it's just called We Hate Each Other Now.
Just starts ranting at each
Yeah.
other and it turns into
You don't
group
fucking
therapy.
clean the-
No, it'll be fun.
No, it'll be fun. Yeah. What was I just going to say? Something about you, Willem. Oh, yeah. Last time Willem was on, he had COVID. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
when-
a long time ago.
It was when Willem gave COVID to the entire school.
Indeed.
It's so frustrating.
I was pissed because, one, you had to have gotten it at school from someone else because you'd only
Exactly.
been around the same 6 people, and those are the only people you were ever near, and none of them got sick.
Mm-hmm.
You had to have gotten it from someone at school.
Correct.
And it's frustrating because all the dipshit fucking base or the sports people
Yeah.
who play sports and then take their mask off while they're playing and they're like, oh, I don't fucking care about the mask. And then they'll be like, oh wow, choir people are getting to school. Everyone has to go home because of the choir people. It's Yeah, whatever, bro.
Yeah, that was during basketball season. Our masks always fell down. You're running around, you're moving around. It's gonna fall. You're not gonna keep pulling it up.
I know, I'm just saying. But when we're doing choir, we have the mask on the entire time.
Yeah.
You have to get, at that period of time, if you were in the same vicinity as someone who had it, you automatically had to stay home from school, irregardless of if you got the vaccine or if you were in your limit of, or maybe no, that's not true. If you were in your limit of like 3 months or whatever after you already had it, then you didn't have to.
I was pissed because, well, I got quarantined anyway. This was when this happened. I don't know if I've ever talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
So the girls' basketball team, we found out that someone had a positive case, and this was probably like an hour after I found out about Will testing positive. So they had called me and told me I couldn't go to school.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what? Like, I wasn't around Will at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wasn't even near him. Like, we had band together, but I remember the one day I was by you within, like, the last 10 days or whatever. Like, we hadn't even been within, like, 10 feet of each other.
Right. The whole situation escalated so quickly.
Yeah.
But I was freaking out because then the basketball girls in the group chat were talking about how they all got pulled out of class and told they need to go home.
Yeah.
And I was freaking the fuck out because I had gotten a COVID test right away just to like
me too.
prove that I wasn't sick. And I was freaking out because I thought it was because of Will, like me being exposed to you and then me exposing the basketball girls. But that would have made no sense because that would have been what? Second degree contact.
Yeah.
So I was like bawling my eyes out. We had our section game.
I think I was with
2
you in
days
the principal's office.
Yeah. I started bawling.
Mm-hmm.
And literally like probably the next day. So I was freaking out, crying my face off for literally the whole rest of the day. I didn't do any of my schoolwork. I remember I texted Mr. asked him if I could Zoom with him, and like I told him what happened, and he like literally started crying with me.
Really?
Like when we were talking about it. So we talked about it for like 20 minutes, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get my work done today. Like I was freaking out. And then the next day, the girl that had tested positive for COVID on her basketball team, who hadn't said anything that day, finally said, "Oh yeah, guys, it was me." So like I thought it was my fault that we all like got our section game taken away from us, but really it was this girl that decided to say something a day after.
Right.
That whole situation
That was so shitty.
was awful because first it was me, and then it broke out to we're gonna quarantine the whole percussion section.
Like for me and me, because me and you sat by at a lab table in anatomy, and it's like, okay, well I sit by him for 80 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like 5 days ago that we had the class last or whatever, but it's like, I was like, okay, I'll go home. The problem is that day I come into school wearing my best outfit, and I was like, fuck! I gotta go home now? But then I was like, okay.
Dude, that thing happened to me too. I was so excited to go to school. I had like a fire outfit on.
Yeah.
And then, nope, I was in there
Dude,
for
it was the
what?
worst.
10
Like,
minutes?
Hearing from everyone, like the percussion section first, like texted me, like, hey, we just got like kicked out as soon as we got in. I'm like, oh geez. And then the next day, the entirety of the whole music pods just shut down.
Yeah, and I do feel bad because I sent a picture of myself outside of the COVID testing area, and I posted on my story saying like, "God damn it," at Will the Ginge 21 or whatever, and then you were like, I don't remember what you said. You said like something like, "It's not my fault," and I was like, "Oh, I was joking. I can take it down if you want." But then I felt kind of bad. But then fucking dipshit Carl comes in, 80 memes on his story that aren't even funny about you, and it's like, fuck off, Carl.
Yeah. But it's not your fault. You didn't create a sickness. You got it. You literally got it from someone else.
And you didn't like spread it. It's like you knowingly.
Right.
When I had it, it was literally right after.
Wait, you had COVID?
Yeah, I had it in like November. Literally, I was positive like
November?
Yeah, a couple days after they like.
Wait, the pandemic started last
November 2020.
Oh.
You're a fool.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
November 2020.
I'm sorry.
School like shut down for
yeah
for good for like until February or something like that. It just went full online. And then I fucking got it right as it started. I'm like, thank fuck. I wasn't gonna be able to leave the house anyways, and now I am immune to COVID for another 3 months.
What the heck? I never got COVID.
Yeah. Well, you might still get it.
I could. This is scary now. Like,
you could get the Delta variant.
What if we have to get shut down again?
Oof. Well, I don't know about that.
People are talking about it. I've asked a few like medical people about it, and they think we won't get shut down. I mean, what do they know? That's not. That's not.
Oh yeah, what do they know?
That's what I meant. Like
the main people that would know.
Like it's the Delta variant is so new that they have no idea what's gonna happen. They can't predict like how the state and the country is gonna.
Doesn't the COVID vaccine work against the Delta variant?
No, apparently not.
I thought it worked against symptoms but not transmission.
Well, you can still get it, but it doesn't. Idea. It doesn't. The Delta. I thought the whole point of the Delta variant was like it was dangerous to anyone.
Even so vaccinated people, yeah.
Well, it makes it not as if you get the vaccine or something like that. No. So I thought that it was like, hey, you dipshits that are like, oh, I'm too young to get it or whatever to get hurt from it. If you get the Delta variant, you're more likely to get actually fucked up by it or something like that. I don't know.
It just sucks because we have to wear masks at work again, and I loved seeing everyone's faces. Like, you have no idea how much like just facial expressions affect like interactions with people. And even this morning, my boss and I put up like the strongly recommend wearing a mask sign on the outside of the doors again, and I was like, shit, we're doing this again.
Yeah.
We had a training day like a little while ago at my work, and my boss was like, yeah, these people would just get the vaccine. I'm like, I know, like, in my experiences, the vaccine was, like, might have been worse than if I had COVID. And I looked at, like, someone else who also had COVID, and we both just shook our heads and were like, you're dumb.
When I got the vaccine, I was in a lot of pain, but then I took some ibuprofen. I was fine by the night.
Really?
I played poker with Simon.
Dude, I was fucked for 2 days. I was in bed, flushed with a fever.
You got the Pfizer,
didn't
bro.
Keep it down. No, I got Moderna.
Oh, okay. Well, I got the Johnson & Johnson, so...
Yeah, the vaccine for me was nothing like the real thing. Because the real thing, I was, like, in pain for a little while.
Oh, bro.
Just fever,
I'm actually really lucky that I didn't have any, like... Like, I was very sick, and I was in a lot of pain. The worst is, like, my body was in pain. You said a teacher's name.
Who's?
Your math teacher. Or your basketball coach or something. Like, 6 minutes ago. Okay. But it's a no big deal.
Why is there toilet paper sitting on the table?
So Willem can blow his nose.
I need to blow my schnoz.
So you can wipe the shit off that dude's balls?
No, you have to lick the shit off his balls.
Damn.
I literally, if someone...
use it to wipe your tongue off?
That's at the point where if someone were to be looking through my notes and it wasn't me, they'd be like, what the fuck? I have, like, things to talk about on podcast, like, number 80 or something like that, and it's like, lick the shit off my balls. People be like, what the fuck? This episode is going to go in a weird direction.
Oh my god.
And it has.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
I don't remember.
We should stop talking about COVID.
We should stop talking about COVID.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
That was the last time I was on.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that boy's snap. Did Lukas tell you why I took so long to
You're
get here?
You're going to talk about the podcast?
I don't care.
What if he listens to it? No, because he adds you.
He did.
And then you post on your story tomorrow or Wednesday or whatever, and you're like, listen to this podcast.
Nothing really happened. Okay, so basically one of my friends...
Oh my god, tell me the tea. Tell me the tea.
No, okay, so I'm not really talking to anyone right now. Like, I've been focusing on myself. Like, I don't got time for that, man. Like, I work 50 hours a week.
Okay, wait, pause. You work 50 hours a week because every 3 days you pick up some shift.
Dude,
I bet you actually work 60 hours because you spend 10 of those hours posting about it on your Snapchat story about your work.
I've realized my private stories, literally all my content is work shit because that's all I'm ever doing.
Exactly, bro. I'm literally like,
I annoy people. Like, funny stuff happens, but I'm like, God, people are probably so annoyed. Like, they think I make my place of employment, like my personality.
You spent like a minute on your private story yesterday talking about your fucking plates you just bought. And I was like, fucking hell.
I'm glad I'm not
They
on
were
that
cute plates.
You're not on Linnea's Lux Life?
I'm probably not
No, it's the Lux. I have Linnea's Lux Life. That's the bigger one. There's like 200 people on that.
200? I have not even that many people on my main Snapchat.
And then I have Lux Exclusives, which is like maybe 70. No, 100 and...
Oh, how
10 people.
exclusive 110 people.
And then I have Lux, which is the one that the people on Lux Exclusive could have added themselves to. So they asked for it. I said it'd be vlog style.
No way I
And
said
there's
I
40
added myself
people.
to it.
There's 40 people on that one.
It probably was like 60 until you posted that plate video and there's 20 people left.
Oh, wait, shit. What was I talking about? Oh, okay, so...
Work. You're talking about, the guy.
Yeah, so one of my good friends, I work with him. He has a group of friends where he lives. He doesn't live in
Where
our
we
town.
live.
Yep. And so one of our friends from there, it's her last night here before she moves to her college. And it's, like, way out of state. So I'm literally not going to see her for, like, 9 months.
Or Christmas.
I don't think I'll see her. We're not that close. It's like...
So, I don't really care about you. Is what you're
Max,
saying if you're listening.
Max is my coworker. Max, it's like I'm really close with him, but like that's his friends, so like I talk to them, but like I don't talk to them like every day. But one of their friends was there, and we all played spike ball for like fucking 4 hours, and we finally started talking, like just conversing, and we had so much in common. So we were talking about like percussion, and he plays basketball. And, like, we were just talking about all that. And I was like, shit, like, this is a nice dude. Like, we could be friends, you know? And then I literally took me, 45 minutes to work up the courage to ask for his snap. Just because I wanted to, like, be able to keep, like, talking to someone, like, so similar to me.
Okay.
Because I knew I'd probably never ever see this kid again. But I literally have never been so, like, anxious to ask someone for their snap. Because I'm never someone that asks for people's snaps. Like, they always ask me. They just come to me.
Very humble over here.
This is terrible. I have to ask people for their snap. Usually
But it makes me anxious.
Maybe
like,
let me be the
can't.
first world problem of the century.
I just can't. I don't know. I'm just used
Well,
to
if you thought that anything was going to go further than just being friends, if you listen to this podcast episode, you might think you're kind of cringe.
Well, that's...
Because of that story you just told.
I mean, rarely find people that are in, like, music and sports. And, like, we were talking about engineering and stuff, too, which is, like, we're both going into that for school. So, like... What?
You really found a fucking needle in a haystack there with people going into engineering.
Well, and
no one's doing that.
But
Yeah,
like
that's
nobody,
empty field.
Nobody's like nobody's involved in sports and music.
Okay,
like, that just doesn't
that's
happen.
fair.
Except for all 3 people who are sitting at this table right now.
Multiple sports.
100 people 100% of the people that are in this podcast episode.
Like, I don't know, and like we both we're talking about how many credits we had from like college classes and AP classes, and like that was super similar too.
That reminds me, I gotta talk about something after you're done with this.
Oh, you can talk about it right now. I'm like done.
No, you're literally in the middle of a sentence.
What was I saying?
You're at the peak of your voice at the
was I
peak of the
saying?
sentence. You're like, we're talking about this, and then transfer the credits,
wait,
and then
there's one more thing.
Yep.
When we were playing spike ball, we did a random pairing.
you didn't talk about the fucking credits.
Oh, we both have like 18 credits for college.
Cool.
So we were talking
What's
about
the
wanting to
spike ball
graduate early.
thing?
Oh, we did a random thing. This is so chaotic. I'm like everywhere. We did a random pairing thing for like a little bracket that we did, and we ended up getting paired together.
Oh,
and I go,
my God.
No, and I go, oh, of course it pairs the 2 cripples. We both had fucking ankle braces on.
Oh
So
my God, you're like the same person.
Soulmates.
No. If you want a soulmate, they can't be like exactly like you. It just doesn't work.
I have no idea how love works, so...
Well, I thought I did, but clearly I fucking don't. Sorry.
So anyways, I'm gonna talk. My mom will be pissed when she hears this, but she's always like 2 weeks behind on the podcast. Anyways, like a couple days ago, she's like, "I heard you were talking shit about me on that podcast with Molly Barker and Hannah Schultz." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
That's all they
Episode
ever do.
85, huh?
What?
Not them.
That's
I
all-
was talking
that's
shit
all
about.
they ever. Oh, never mind.
What the fuck are you doing? Anyways, so my mom was on my ass all last week because me and Willem's college, they wanted me to send them transcripts from colleges that we took classes
In high school? Yeah.
for. Well, so I go on to, like, for example, the U of M. I go onto the U of M up. What the fuck?
Damn, someone be bopping.
Somebody turn
Where's
that speaker
coming
all the way
from?
upstairs. It's coming from outside, Linnea. Someone's.
Well, I don't know.
It's the guy. He's doing say anything. In your eyes.
No, but your curtains are open and it's dark out and I'm sketched.
Yeah.
I watched The Purge election year last night. That shit was fucked.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? When
Anyways,
it's dark out, I get scared, okay?
So, I go on this website and I'm like, they're like, log into your account. I'm like, well, I don't have a fucking account. And it was for
you don't
like.
have an account for your college?
It was, no.
For the transcript.
The transcript. And it's like, specifically an account for sending transcripts from that school. I'm like, well, I do not have that.
Yeah, it's the worst thing.
Hopefully, I don't have that, because if I do have that, and I have no fucking clue what the login is. So, I'm like, okay, I'll create an account. I'm getting like, oh, my name, my address, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, student ID number. I'm like, fuck me.
You don't have your student ID number?
From U of M?
You don't go to the U of M.
Yeah, no shit. I needed that to send the transcript.
It's the worst.
So I was like, well, fuck. So then I'm like, okay, I go.
Oh!
So I go on the website.
I'm tired.
I go on the school website, the high school website, and then there's instructions there. Because my mom, she's like, blah, 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 blah. Go on the high school website, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay.
Where's your water?
And the website just literally is like, directions. Click on this link. And it went to the exact page I was on. I'm like, fuck.
That's so annoying.
So I'm like, okay, I'll call. But every time I was like not asleep or at work or something like that, and I'll be honest, I just am shitty at waking up in the morning, so this was partially my fault. I didn't want to call them at like 11 p.m. when I got done with work. Right. So I waited until I was up in the morning to call them. Well, I called them, and jeez.
It's cold.
That story just gave you chills. How good it is. I call them, and I wait through this long-ass thing. I finally do it, and they're like, type in this hyperlink, and then click on this. I'm like, oh, thank God, new information. Nope, it leads me right back to that same website. I'm like, fuck.
Even when you called them and you were on the line with them?
Yeah, and I was like, I fill out my thing, and I'm like, yeah, that's the problem. I don't have my student ID. And they're like, you don't need your student ID. It's not a required field. And I was like, and there was like clearly not a red asterisk next to it.
Dumbass.
And so I was like, fuck me.
You dumbass.
And so I just typed in like, I think it was like my social security number I could do, and it worked perfectly fine. And I'm like, that was the easiest. And I'm like, so they're gonna, I literally didn't log into anything that I did at the beginning of the year, and they're gonna find out that all these classes I took, and they're just gonna send like random information to the school. So I'm like, they can figure that out without me giving them any like, with me just making a call right now and just giving them my name and social security number. And she's like, yeah. That
is slick.
And I was like,
that was not
God
the case for my
damn
college.
But that process is still the worst.
Yeah.
No, they shouldn't make it easier.
For transcripts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had issues with mine. I sent in mine in June?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is like probably right after my grad party. I sent all of my transcripts in. It was all good to go. Got confirmation emails, whatever. I get my class schedule 3-4 weeks ago, and they put me in general psychology. We all took college psych in high school. Well, and I sent my transcript in.
It's not intro to psych. So,
what?
Isn't it different?
Yeah, it's something different.
No,
I'm taking sociology.
Okay, so, yeah, I was confused. So I went, on our college website. They,
What?
Sorry, what was I
She
saying?
ran out of RAM.
She is blue screen.
What was I
You
saying?
went on your college website.
Oh, yeah. I went on my college website, and, under all the majors, you can, click on, the general categories, and then, go from there. So I, clicked on psychology just to see, what the order of classes are, and general psychology was the very first, basic course to take. And I was like, what the fuck?
Well, did you fail psych?
No! I got the credits for it, and I was like, what the hell?
Did you go from the Southwest one and not the U of M one?
No.
You didn't order the transcript from the Southwest one?
I did everything correctly. That's all I know, because my mom and I did it together, and we made sure it was good.
I made the classes before I sent that in. They said you can't register for spring classes. Because I was literally on the phone with someone while she was making my classes for me, and she was asking me what I wanted to do. And I was like, okay.
I don't know.
She's like, what time do you want to wake up for? What time do you want to take classes? In the morning, the afternoon, or at night? I'm like, the afternoon. My first class, 11 a.m.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah,
Mine's
can't relate.
My first is at 8, and I'm like, oh.
I'm gonna have to wake up for Willem anyways. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
No,
so I scheduled like an appointment to change that, and they were like, oh yeah, that wasn't right. So we went through a bunch of classes that I could possibly take, and guess what I ended up picking?
What?
Intro to Sociology at 8 a.m. I have a 9 a.m. class.
Oof.
I have chem at 9 a.m. And
So you
then
have to haul ass over to...
literally, I mean, it's a small campus, so it won't be that big of a deal, but I have a class at 8 a.m. and then 9 a.m. and then, 11?
Oh my god, it's like high
What am I
school
gonna
all over
eat?
again. At
Well-
noon? Like, what do people normally eat?
Well, I'm jam-packed. I literally have that class, then chem. Then some days I have chem lab, and then I have, what's my other class? Oh, I have a seminar I have to take, and I have calc in the
Ugh.
afternoon. And then I'm also in choir, so I have that. And I
you doing
have
choir,
an
Willem?
on-campus
I'm
job,
not.
dude. Like,
Yeah, they asked me...
I
Some dude...
thought college was going to be easy.
We should probably stop
What?
talking about school so we can stop being stressed.
Yeah. But the only classes I'm taking on Tuesdays and Thursdays is band.
Yeah?
It's kind of
Oh,
good,
yeah, I forgot you're doing band.
but it's also kind of bad because that means all the other classes are crammed in on Monday, Wednesday, and
Yeah.
Friday.
That'll be nice, though, on the days. Like, you'll have time to just do homework.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
I heard, Willem was telling me that he didn't get his 400th in line for, like, a parking pass.
I'm
Something
down
like
to like 350 or something.
Oh, really?
So
You're bringing
sucks.
your car?
I want to, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to.
Don't worry, Willem. I'm bringing my car, I think.
Yeah.
My parents aren't letting me.
And
My
What?
brother can't even drive yet. He
That's
can't
the
drive
dumbest
for
shit.
4 more months. So it's going to be sitting in the driveway,
that's that's
not
relatable.
being used.
Chloe can't... Well, I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to get my ass fucking beaten. Not really. I don't know why I said that. What is, like, the word for, like... I was about to say I'm going to get chewed out, but then I said my ass, so I don't want to say my ass chewed out.
You're going to get defenestrated.
Hey, I got the toilet
I'm
paper
going
right
to
there
get...
for you.
I should not talk about the situation involving Chloe driving because it is a touchy subject. She does not want to drive because she gets great stress from driving, which means that Lukas has to drive her to everywhere when my mom and dad cannot. But I'm going to move over an hour away from our house so I can no longer drive
Is
her
this
around.
a chicken candle?
It appears so.
Oh my god. Guys, you can't see, but there is a chicken molded candle, and it's sick.
It's great. When it
Oh.
starts burning, its head will melt off.
Exactly.
Never light this, please.
Then-
It'll be a headless chicken.
Then it'll run around like a chicken with its head cut off.
What was that laugh?
That was my fake, like,
Oh, I just bit my tongue.
oh my god, you are such a mess today.
Also, this kid doesn't snap me back. Oh!
Oh, Jesus.
Tell him I'm talking about you on the Be Quiet podcast this week. You're actually taking a picture. You're taking a video? Oh my god.
So the first video you're gonna send to this guy is with you.
Stop!
You with other guys? That's like the wrong impression.
Well, I just want to be friends with him. I'm not gonna, like... Dude, I'm leaving for college in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Book
Fair
that.
enough.
Also, I'm not... If I date anyone my first year of college, please ask me what the fuck I'm doing.
Why?
Because it's just...
Oh, come on.
Ugh.
The first year of
I don't
college.
want to date anyone. Fuck that.
All right. I'll hold you up to... I have audio proof of you saying that. So if 2 weeks, meet my new boyfriend. It's the guy from...
Finds a post in, like, November. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Linnea.
I'll post literally this audio clip.
Oh, shit.
I'll
What
post
did
this
I
audio
do?
clip on the Be Quiet podcast Instagram so everyone can
Wait,
tag you.
there's an Instagram?
Yeah, at
What?
be.quiet.podcast on Instagram.
Come on.
Follow today. That I
What?
haven't kept. I literally haven't posted since the last time Linnea was on.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's me. I'm just that cool.
I think it was a clip of Aiden trying to say victorious, and he says Victoria's Secret instead.
That was funny.
Yeah, he can't form words correctly.
Oh, look, Linnea Hansen started following me on the Be Quiet podcast Instagram.
Wow. Wow.
Awesome. Okay.
You should be honored.
Okay. Yeah, I'm honored that Linnea Hansen followed. Like my other 2 accounts.
Hey, if anyone's listening, donate to my fundraiser on my Instagram. The link
Yeah,
is
what
on
is
my
that?
bio.
I saw that you could do that. I never knew you could do that.
So
What is it?
I took pictures and I thought they were really cute and I was like, I'm gonna post these. But like I haven't been doing very well for a really long time. Everyone that I'm not gonna go into it, but everyone that knows it's bad. But I took cute pictures and then I had a mental breakdown like the night I was gonna post them. And I was like, you know what, I like wanna advocate for something that's important to me. And like I was editing it and there's like an option like right before you post it to like add a fundraiser, and I was like, this is so cool. So I like looked some like organizations up and I picked one, and I don't know.
So how much have you
really
raised
cool.
so far on the fundraiser?
My goal was just 100 and I already have 125. So
Sheesh.
yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
Go donate. Please. The link is in my bio. Linnea.Hansen. Yeah.
My Instagram is shit. Don't go to it.
Same. People are gonna be like meeting new people at college. They're gonna be like, "Oh, what's your Instagram?" I'm like, and then it's just gonna be
Just
like,
tell them you don't have one.
yeah, no. Then it's gonna be like the only pictures on my Instagram are like fucking me and John Braun face swap, me as the Joker, me with my Fortnite win, shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like,
There's a picture of you looking like the Joker. You got 37 likes.
You honestly look like Henry in that picture. I'll be honest.
that was 2016.
This one?
That one is me.
Holy shit. Oh, your last picture was in 2018.
Yeah, it was my driver's permit and my first Fortnite win. I said, what was my greatest accomplishment this week? And then I had, I literally haven't posted since 2018 on that account.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Would you ever write any more Catman and Loudmouth?
Would I do Catman and Loudmouth again?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. I would if... Well, I don't really talk to Liam that much anymore, so...
I haven't seen that kid in forever. He'll, like, randomly come into my place of employment.
Yeah.
And, like, it's, like, usually 9:30 at night, and he's with, like, 2 other people.
Really?
Like, randomly, I'll just see him. I'll be like, hi, Liam. That's it.
Yeah, I haven't... Like, the last time I talked to him was... it was right... Because me and Liam, back when we would play Fortnite and stuff, we would talk about Bo Burnham a lot. Which was in like 2018, and now I Snapchatted him on the new he announced that he's doing this new special, and he's like, bullshit, because Bo Burnham said he was going to stop doing comedy, but then he came back and did that, and now every motherfucker on the planet is talking about the Bo Burnham special.
It's
I don't even know what that is.
I know. Yeah, so I'd like to say I'm a Bo Burnham hipster. Because I watched Bo Burnham before he even announced Inside, and now all the TikTok motherfuckers are like, Jeffrey Bezos, and it's like, oh Christ.
Bezos 1 is the best.
Can I ask you guys a question?
No.
Do you watch Rick and Morty?
No.
Why?
Why is everyone so obsessed with it?
No.
Okay.
I don't understand.
I actually have...
It's kind of funny, but like not really.
I have a lot to say about this. I have currently seen every episode of Rick and Morty.
So when I asked you if you watch it and you said, "Oh, not really," but you've seen every episode.
I didn't say not really. That was Willem.
I just said no.
Did I say not really?
You might have said, I think so.
I don't know if I'm remembering correctly. I'm really tired.
Editor, replay what I said. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have time for that. Yeah, you can just skip back and hear if I said that. And then if I did say not really, then, I'm an idiot. But if I didn't say it, then you're an idiot. Ha! But, motherfucker, 2017, we're in 9th grade. All these motherfuckers are talking about Rick and Morty. I'm like, oh, this is so cringe. This is like the most... And people are talking about how toxic the fan base is. Everyone's like, the fan base is so cringe. People are just talking about blah, blah, blah. That was when Pickle Rick came out, and that was like a meme and shit. So now I'm like, okay. So between season 3 and 4, I watched the whole show. I'm like, this show's pretty good. I mean, I don't want to listen to what people have to say about it online, but I think it's good.
I feel like it's like boy humor. Like teenage boy humor.
Yeah, for most of it,
From the 2 episodes I've seen.
Yeah. Anyways.
Is it like The Office where you have to get past the first season for it to be good?
You have to get past the first
It's just
4
like a weird
episodes for it to get
cartoon,
good.
dude. I don't know how to explain it.
It's pretty funny. I've been watching it. This is shitty older brothering, but I've been watching it with Henry. It's not appropriate.
Yeah, that seems
Oh
like
my
a
God,
bad-
Lukas.
bad
I mean,
choice.
it's a pro. He doesn't know. He's like, he's mature for his age, so he like doesn't care. It's just like certain stuff. I'll be like, I'm gonna skip past this part or whatever.
He plays Fortnite. What are you talking about?
He plays Fortnite. Yeah. Rick is the tier 100 skin in the season of Fortnite, so that's why we started watching it because Rick and Morty are in Fortnite. So, anyways, season 4 comes out. I'm watching all the episodes as they come out. I'm talking to my friends. Hey, you seen the new Rick and Morty yet? Oh no. No one watches it. No one in our school watched it. I'm like, you motherfuckers were talking about season 3 every episode when it came out, and it was so annoying. Now I've caught up on the show, and no one has seen it besides me.
Dude, you should talk to Max about it because he literally, when he can't sleep, he watches it.
Max, your coworker?
Yeah, like I'll like see him one day and he'll look like he didn't sleep, and I'll be like, what the fuck were you doing? And he's like, I was watching Rick and Morty till 4 a.m. Like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't really watch it.
Like, what?
It's not really a show I like would binge or like watch over and over again or watch in like the
I
background.
would get sick of it.
I just watched the series for the second time with Henry, and I was just like, and now I'm just like, well, it's still really good, but just like I don't really want to watch it again, like over and over again. Like The Office is something you could just throw on in the background and you don't really have to pay attention to. But Rick and Morty, the humor is so like you have to be paying attention to every single line to get all the jokes and stuff.
It's so intellectual. The
Yeah,
mental
you have to have
prowess
such an
you
IQ.
have.
Well, people say that, but it's like there's certain people that I know would watch it and be like, what the fuck? I don't get it.
Oh.
And I'd be like, yeah, it's just kind of blah, blah. Like, I'd have to explain it to Henry, for example, like, what's going on.
Right.
Dude, I've been watching a lot of like scary shit.
Like The Purge.
Well, yeah, that, and like even Stranger Things. Like, I couldn't watch it by myself.
I haven't
For the
seen season
longest
3 yet.
time.
Haven't seen season
No,
3
I
yet.
haven't either.
Okay, good.
I couldn't watch it, and then I finally like worked up the courage to, and like I'm fine now. Like, I don't know what happened, but like I can actually handle like creepy shit. But if I watched The Purge by myself, I don't think I could do that. Me and Julia have been watching it together, but
Like the series?
yeah, and then like some nights we'll just be like, hey, you wanna watch a movie? And we're like, sure. And we always end up picking like a scary ass movie, or we watch like murder mysteries. Like, I don't know. It's weird. I used to be such a pussy. Like, I'd have nightmares. I had nightmares after I watched The Hunger Games.
Oh, wow.
And now I'm watching all this shit and it's literally fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's so weird.
That's like Chloe. She would never be able to watch like Jurassic Park or anything, and now she watches Criminal Minds.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have said that.
What?
Now I'm gonna start watching it again.
Oh, Criminal Minds?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I should post this clip, and if you start watching it, we can all make fun of you.
You know what show's
Fuck
good?
you. What?
Euphoria. Have you seen it? It's the one with
No.
Zendaya in it. So good.
Oh, Zendaya's in it. Okay, now I'm
Now we
interested.
gotta watch
it.
Yeah! You want to watch it in
She's
college for them?
very good actor. Ew, what does that even mean?
Want to watch the TV show that you just recommended to us?
Oh, I thought you meant for like other reasons.
Oh, like we're gonna watch just Zendaya and be like,
Yeah.
We just were
But it's like
Just fast-forwarding and
really,
stopping.
really, really good plot. Ew. It's really good plot line. Full
Cool.
show. There's only one season though. The second season's coming out.
I have so many fucking shows I need to watch.
Outer Banks was something I could never get into. I also stopped watching that when I was like really hyped up. I stopped watching it after like the second or third episode because they got in like a fight with guns. And they like knocked someone out with the butt of the gun. And I was like, fuck this. I'm not watching this. Like, it was
What?
way too violent.
So you
Like, it was
jumped
just
out
crazy.
right when the show was in its peak popularity? Sort of like all of my
Yeah.
friends with Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Wow, what a circle
So
we've
annoying.
made.
Lick the shit off my... Nah, just kidding. It's like, dude, why do you have shit on your balls? Probably because he was cleaning the bathroom with his...
And he was dipping his balls in there.
He was teabagging the
Maybe
toilet.
he really was on drugs.
did it in the mop bucket, squeeze them out.
Oh, why did you even say that? So what have you been watching, Willem?
Not a whole lot to be
Me
honest.
neither.
I've been rewatching all of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Now.
Really?
Yeah, It's a pretty good show, although the topics are in nowadays.
Oh,
it's
really?
Like a show from I don't know when it was released. Like
Is it like
late
really like a
80s.
racist?
No.
Oh,
I don't know if I can say this. You might have to bleep this part.
okay.
Oh.
But there's a character in the first season who dies at the end of the first season, and as a kid, she was involved in the gangs,
Oh.
and it's like,
Here, I'll just bleep out that one
Oh
word
my
you said,
God!
Willem.
and it's like, ooh, why are we covering this topic?
Ooh.
And then she
you
makes-
just sound like Stewie Griffin. Ooh, why are you taking this topic?
And then she,
Lois.
and then the next scene, she fucks a robot. But you know,
What? How does that even work? Can you explain it?
There's a hole in the robot. Oh, she fucks a robot?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's a What?
Wait, actually, never mind.
I'd argue that
I can-
most
I can
women
use
have
my-
fucked robots in various ways, if you think about it.
oh jeez. All right, moving on.
Sorry to my family members that are listening to this podcast now. Hopefully Henry doesn't listen to this episode. Sometimes he'll listen to episodes.
Hi, Henry. I haven't.
What?
You've never listened to a Be Quiet podcast episode?
You haven't? I don't care. Why would you say that? Now you just made it so
How
awkward.
despicable. Honestly.
Oh my god. Now you're gonna listen to it when you go to college, right? When you're
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to distract yourself.
What if my roommate clicks on this? Oh my gosh, I talked to her in the car today for the first time. We actually like talked on the phone. She is such a sweetie. Like she's so nice.
Oh really? I'm jealous.
Yeah.
My roommate is such a jackass.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
My roommate's a fucking weirdo. He watches fucking Rick and Morty.
No. It's okay, whatever. I do like the show, but hey, did you watch the? We probably shouldn't be talking about. Like I was gonna say, asked if you watched What If,
I have.
but I knew if I hadn't watched it and then I listened to this podcast, I'd be like, oh fuck you, Lucas, don't talk
Yeah.
about it. It's not like fucking spectacular in a way like you wouldn't want it to get spoiled. It's
Right.
not like anything I can even remember that I could spoil, but I'm not gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
it was
it's
good.
just a good Marvel show.
Yeah. What is your problem?
I keep shivering.
Oh my god.
I think it's because I didn't eat enough today, honestly. Did you see my story?
I probably saw 1 second of it.
And then just clicked right past.
Usually it's really cold in my place of employment, but
That is true.
today it was like extra cold for no reason. They had to bring me out the heater that we keep over there, like in the winter for when the store gets like 62 degrees or lower, because it gets that cold in there. We have a thermometer on the wall.
You need to get better blood, bro.
And I think it's literally because I haven't been eating enough. Like, I've been working so much, and it's been at the weirdest times. I just haven't been able to. All I've eaten today are some mashed potatoes.
So,
That's crazy.
good starch.
Sorry.
What else was I going to talk about this week?
What did you eat today?
I had a Reuben.
What?
Ooh, nice.
A what?
A Reuben.
What's that?
It's a sandwich.
Oh, duh. I was thinking, like... Never mind.
Like the pig from Minecraft Story Mode who dies.
Did they ever eat his corpse?
No, they put it in an item frame, I believe.
Ah.
Hey, yo, can I eat one of those?
Eat one of those what?
One of those Funko Pops?
What?
One of those napkins? One of that empty box of chips?
It's empty?
One of those abstract
Most likely.
paintings?
Aw, man.
You could have some of those chips that are on that display case right there. Or display stand.
Where?
Right there. That I'm pointing at. See, Willem, that's the microwave that we were going to bring, but it's apparently too big.
Wait, you have size restrictions on that?
I have no, it's like a certain
It's
wattage.
Are they
Wattage.
gonna hear me, like, eating?
The people at home? Yes, they will.
Maybe.
If you're-
Should we do
it's-
some
it's-
ASMR?
No.
Do not do that.
Jesus Christ. Stop.
Alright. I'm gonna head out. See you later.
Oh, you know what I can talk about? You know what happens on this podcast sometimes?
How
Is-
did that remind you of whatever the fuck you're about to say?
No, Willem saying, I'm gonna head out.
Oh.
Oh.
So, okay. So, you know how, like, sometimes, like, you'll be listening to a podcast? Well, actually, I don't know if this is a relatable topic at all.
Ooh.
Sometimes I'll be doing this podcast and someone will get betrayed. For example, there's an episode where it was me, Carl, and Day Morrison, right? And Carl
That's
says...
a weird mix.
It was not at the time, because Carl and
Oh,
Day
okay.
Morrison were close at the time.
Alright.
Close friends. obviously. Anyways, Carl was talking about sports, and he's like a nerd about sports, even though blah blah blah. And he was like, "Yeah, I know." He goes, "Yeah." He goes,
Carl.
"He goes, I know all about baseball, soccer, like football. Stop."
You're disgusting.
I know all about this, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, except, women's sports. That isn't even anything, so I don't know about that.
Oh, my God.
But what he meant to say, I knew what he meant. He meant to say, like, it's not, like, popular in...
Media coverage
Media doesn't cover it.
Yeah.
So it's not as important, like, shown as important. And my jackass, I go, what was that supposed to mean, Carl? And I, like, didn't say it as a joke. I was, like... I was making him out to seem like a dick. And then when I listened to it back, I realized what he meant. And then I realized, oh, fuck, I kind of, like, betrayed Carl there. I got fucked so hard last week doing this podcast. I had Jack Dunn...
podcast, or...
Huh?
Sorry, nothing.
I had Jack Dunn and Sandquist on, and earlier that week, or maybe it was like 2 weeks ago, someone in our friend group... I'm not going to bring up the drama even more, but someone in our friend group got cheating in our poker league. And they got, like, won, like, a lot, because they were, like, the dealer, and they were, like, stacking the deck in their favor.
Wait, you guys use actual money when you play?
Yeah.
Oh,
so this kid was winning, like, probably stole, and I haven't played with them in a while, probably stole literally hundreds of dollars.
But he's rich. Why does he need that?
And why does he need to scam his friends in the game? Beats fucking me.
And he just got invited into that friend group, did he not?
Well,
he
no,
was never a main part of it.
He was always in the friend group, but then he got invited to play poker, and then he just starts doing that.
Bruh.
So, how did you know who I was talking about immediately?
Because you told me about it this morning. Or was it last night?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, we were on FaceTime.
No. Yeah, I know who it is. I'm the person telling the story.
Yeah, so obviously I know the name because you told me.
But I don't remember talking to you about it.
No one else told me.
When would I have talked to you about it? Okay, anyways.
Last night on FaceTime.
We FaceTime for like 5 minutes about this podcast.
We FaceTime multiple times the last week.
Are you having schizophrenic episodes going on?
No, you fucking told me.
Yeah, you were talking about your new pet fucking platypus, bro. And I'm like, okay, that is definitely not true.
I was in the car driving. No, we literally FaceTimed for like 20 minutes the other night.
No, we didn't.
I was laying in bed.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Are you having lucid dreams?
Okay.
You fucking told me.
Fine.
Who else would I ever
Okay, fine. I told you about it. I don't remember it. Point is, he was cheating, blah, blah, blah. So I go on this podcast, right? And in the group chat, Jack Dunn was talking to me on Fortnite, but he wasn't talking about the group chat. But Sandquist was so pissed because he got fucked over harder than anyone. He's like permanently banned from the group, which is pretty reasonable. We're not saying we're not going to be friends with him, but why do we need to play poker with him?
Right.
Why do we need to potentially lose money to him? He paid back like $200 to like everyone in the group, which is probably less than he made.
Right.
But blah blah blah. So we're doing this podcast. We start talking about it, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Sandquist and Jack Dunn, because Jack Dunn was talking shit about, or like, because was complaining about it on Fortnite. And so I'm like, all three of us are kind of like fed up with this whole situation. They start talking about it, and they start. I was baffled. They were talking about talking about him like they were like, oh yeah, it was an honest mistake. It's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? In the group chat, you guys were complaining, and I was complaining so hard, and I was so scared I was gonna sound like such a jackass because they were like, yeah, he's our friend, so we're gonna give him another chance. He made a mistake. When, if you know him, if you know the kid, it's not his first time doing something like that.
Sandquist is
screw someone over.
G.
What do you mean,
know
Sandquist?
what I'm talking about? Jack Dunn's grad party.
No.
A specific someone
Okay.
liked to talk about me, saying, "Should we
okay,
talk about
no,
this?"
No. I don't want to cause more
I
drama.
won't use names.
Okay. No. Just hold on. Just
someone
a second. Wait.
tried to screw me over,
No.
and it didn't work out. And Sandy has proof.
Okay.
Of that.
Well, they weren't really. I don't think they were trying to screw you over.
Yeah, no, because I texted this person and I was like, because they said they would talk to me about it. Because I was like, we need to talk about this. Like, you need to own up to what you did.
Well, let's just say it. Someone was talking shit about you.
No,
kind
not
of.
necessarily. They
Okay,
were
well, they did that
were
more than tried
They
to.
were using my name to boost their ego.
Okay, yeah, that is what they
And
did.
yeah, and so I texted actually this person a few days ago, and I was like, "So are we just never gonna talk about this then?" Red. It's like, okay,
Ouch.
nice, good to know that you are running away from a problem you created. Like,
Yeah.
how mature. So there's that.
Okay, let's stop talking about drama.
Shout out Jake.
Let's stop talking about your drama. Let's talk about my drama.
I never have any drama.
Except for the thing that you're talking about
Yeah,
in the podcast.
you're right.
You have drama all the time.
No, I always hear about it. That's the funny thing. I'm never like involved in it, but I always hear about it.
All right, let's just ignore that you just said that. Because me and
Yeah,
Willem are both looking at you
we're
like,
like,
yeah.
What
yeah,
do
okay.
you mean?
Some serious writing is going on.
Oh, I didn't do anything
But you're in that drama.
that I didn't create.
But you're in the drama. That was the
and
point.
then
If you created the drama.
and then I
you're-
cut that person off
Okay.
to eliminate it because I'm not going to deal with it.
Anyways, so someone, I'm not going to say who it was because I don't want to be a dick. Someone who listened to that podcast episode, I was scared that I was going to come off as a dick to the kid who scammed everyone in that episode. But someone listened to that and they were like, what were Jack Dunn and Sanquist talking about? Sanquist was literally going on and he's like, because Sanquist was over-exaggerating the story.
Yeah.
Sanquist was like, he probably scammed us for over $1,000 for sure.
Oh my God.
But he made a mistake and it's like, and they were like, what the fuck is he talking about? So, point is, moral of the story, I'm hopefully, if you listen to the last episode and this episode, I hope I didn't come off as a dick talking about that poker thing. Because I anticipated Jack Dunn and Sanquist take my side. But Jack Dunn and Sanquist are more loyal to this person. And then
I wouldn't understand why.
because they've been friends with him for more years than...
Really?
Yeah, which is all the more reason to be mad at him for scamming you in poker.
When he doesn't need money.
Exactly.
It doesn't seem like very much of a mistake. It seemed
Right.
like very
And it's-
planned.
Yeah. And
What
then
about-
this
I
Friday
wouldn't even
they
call
went and
that
played
a
poker at the kid's house.
Oh.
So it's like, what the fuck? And my parents were like, you can go to that. I'm like, well, if I didn't just go on the podcast and complain about him for 20 minutes, maybe I would. But yeah, it's just I'm like I'm not like
You're so good.
I didn't get personally scammed by him. I didn't play with him. I'm obviously pissed off at the situation, but I'm not going to be like a dick and like bully him about it.
Right.
I'm just going to stop talking to him. I'm not going to play poker with him.
Willem,
What?
was your mom content with my plant carrying abilities?
Let's just say we won't be hiring you again.
Are you serious? Are you serious? I took such good care of them.
Okay, so for
What? I'm gonna cry. Did you just say that to make me upset, or are you serious?
You didn't do a bad job, but it wasn't the best job.
What? It was hot as fuck every single day.
Okay, so for context, me and some of my boys.
You were telling me about that last night. You were like, oh, I still haven't given Willem his nail key back.
You still had to do that.
Exactly.
I did it.
That is the funniest shit
Okay.
I've ever heard in my entire...
Oh, didn't know
Okay, please elaborate, because I'm about to cry.
that. Okay, so for context, me and my boys, we went to Texas for a vacation.
What's so funny?
I'm just trying not to
explaining
cry.
things. For a vacay, and we left Linnea. Me and my mother left Linnea in charge of watering the
Wait.
plants.
Where was your family?
They were in,
Oh, they were in
Florida.
they were in Florida on vacay as well.
Oh. So you're
So-
both having a vacay.
Indeed. So we're like, can you water the plants and feed my lizard? All right.
Okay, I kind of fucked up on the lizard thing.
You did very much fuck up on that.
What
I
did
fed
you-
him at the wrong time.
Well, I'm gonna get to it.
I can elaborate. I can elaborate on my side too, but I'm gonna let him
Yeah,
explain.
let me do this. So we're like, yeah, you just every morning, you can come here, you can water the plants, you can feed the lizard. There's lettuce right here. You can just snip it off and go feed it to him. And lo and behold, when we get back, we learn that you have been watering the plants at night and feeding my lizard at night, which is a big no-no, because the fuck is he gonna do? Eat it when he's freezing cold? No.
I
Dull,
don't know
Linnea.
anything about lizards.
Did
I'm sorry.
you tell her to feed him at the day?
I'm
They
pretty
said
sure I
they
did.
said it was okay if I didn't, but it was strongly recommended.
Oh.
So
So
basically,
strongly recommended,
yeah.
and then you didn't follow the recommendation a single day.
But
how would they find out if you're feeding the plants at
cameras.
night? That's my mom's new thing, by the way. Whenever like she'll say, "Henry, go to bed," and then like she's like, "Remember, I have cameras in this house," so and she doesn't.
My dad always said that to us when we were little.
Yeah, we have cameras like outside of our house. We don't have cameras inside the house because that'd be fucking weird.
Okay, but so here's the thing. Those 4 days, I was house sitting for Willem. Those were the same exact 4 days that I took off from work because that same morning. Wait, the first day you guys were gone. The first day I had to do that, I had gotten my wisdom teeth out.
Yep.
So I was like absolutely fucked up.
I'm just writing, and just don't worry about it.
I was so fucked up. Like the meds they gave me, like I was in a lot of pain obviously, but the meds they gave me to keep taking, like the narcotics or whatever, literally I was loopy for days. Like I was sleeping all the time. If I wasn't asleep, I was like half awake and half asleep, not functioning. Like I don't remember anything. The days all were like kind of the same to me. And like in the mornings, I always woke up feeling like shit. So by the time I like kind of got myself ready enough to like go do something, I was like, I gotta go water the plants, man. But the issue with that is it was like 90 degrees.
It was hot.
At least every day. And I was only able to water like afternoons and evenings because I felt so crappy. I was recovering from having surgery. But that doesn't work because if you're watering the plants at night, they soak the water in more at night and then they're drier during the day because it's hot as fuck out. And I just couldn't water it in the mornings. And so yeah, that was kind of crappy.
You should clarify that you two live like down the street from each other.
Well, yeah, but
and we also offered for you to
didn't
stay in the guest room.
But
like,
the thing
really?
was,
yeah.
The thing was though, like I needed to be taken care of. Like my parents still took care of me for like the first 3 days.
Okay, fair enough.
Like they, like if I ever ate anything, when I say eat, I mean like soup. Like they prepared it for me and like they helped me like keep taking my meds. Like I took 3 different meds and it was all at different times of the day and it was just like a weird schedule. So like
this the conversation never took place. Hey Linnea, can you water my plants on these 4 days? Oh, those are the 4 days where I'm going to be after surgery.
Well, I thought it was going to be perfect because I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to work. I'll just be chilling at home. And I only have to like go over to water plants like twice a day, you know? And I don't know. I just wasn't expecting
How many fucking plants do you have?
A lot. It took me an hour every time I went over.
An hour to water plants?
Because you have to stand there. You have to stand there and like hold it for what, 10, 15 seconds?
Damn.
Every plant.
If only there was some sort of thing that you could listen to for an hour long while you did that task.
But I don't know.
You haven't watched, so you have a surplus of them.
Yeah, you can start from episode 1.
Oh god. But yeah, every night I was like, I could sleep over at the Clifford's house. Like, that would be really nice. But then I would stress about what it would be like when I woke up, if I was bleeding, like if I needed ice, like all these things. And I was like, fuck. And it just didn't, I don't know.
I'll just kill their plants. It's no big deal.
Well, that last day was hot as balls.
I wouldn't know. I was in Texas.
I had to put an umbrella up, like, over, like, the giant-ass tomato plant just to, like, protect it. Because it was so hot. No matter how much I watered it. Like, it was saturated, the soil was. But they still looked...
Right.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you had to watch my house when I was on vacation? You have to feed... Yeah, Linnea, you have to feed the goats, chickens, ducks,
oh my
geese,
God, I would shit my
rabbits,
pants.
Cat, and dog.
I would shit
Cats
my pants.
and dog.
I appreciate them, but, like, being up close to them scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Because they could hurt me.
Which one?
Any of them.
Well, not the
Rabbit.
chicken.
The chicken? Are you kidding me?
Well, they got claws.
They got beaks and claws, and
No,
when
they
they go
never
to eat their
attack,
food,
bro.
they go...
Nah, bro. You have a little container and you dump it in there. I have people... Well, the people who watch our house when we go on vacation live at our... Like, they stay at our house. I couldn't think of anyone. My mom was at, like... Because we are officially out of, like, people that... We had someone that used to watch our house. And so now my mom literally asked me if I knew anyone who would watch our house when we're on vacation. And I couldn't think of anyone except... Okay, you point it yourself. I have now
I don't
audio.
have to water plants every day for an hour at your house.
You just have to feed fucking 15 animals.
Oh,
And
God.
you couldn't do that to Willem either.
Yeah, you
my
couldn't feed
both of
one
my
animal.
parents are going to listen to this
feed
podcast
it.
episode and be
I
like,
did
not
feed
going to hire
it just
Linnea.
at the wrong time. Okay?
Yeah. The only person that I thought of was Mackenzie, but then I don't think that my sister had a friend that was more like free during that period.
Can be very irresponsible. I literally blame it on just like bad timing on my part.
But
like,
now you
thinking
work.
I could handle more.
Biting off more you could chew.
Yeah, thinking I
Literally,
because
because you couldn't chew.
Dude, I
Nice
didn't
joke, Lucas.
eat any solid food for 3 weeks.
Wow.
Like, even now, like, if I, like, my facial expressions, I still can't smile the way I normally do because it hurts. Like, this was what? Over a month ago? This is, like, exactly a month ago.
No.
So if you haven't heard Linnea laugh at any of my jokes in this, or any of me and Willem's jokes in this podcast, it's because
my
it's
face
not
has
because she
been
doesn't think it's funny.
structured
It's because it
differently.
hurts.
I don't know. It's weird. I have a hole in my mouth still. What?
Right, that makes sense. Like how, the hole you put your food into.
That's how mouths work.
That's
Oh,
all.
so funny. Oh my god.
Bro, I have a hole in my ear. Both of them, actually.
All because.
I have 2 holes in my nose. Do you know that?
It's not really a hole, though, is it? It's
Oh,
just
really?
a cave in your ears.
Stop.
What the
It's just a
fuck,
cave?
Will?
It's just a cave, because it doesn't go, like, in.
Yeah.
There's a
So how many holes are in your head?
Well, your eye sockets... Oh, they technically are holes, because there's a nerve hole at the back of them.
Yeah. Oh, it's not a hole?
Oh, no, it is.
Or it is?
Oh,
The guy just sent Linnea a text that says, when it's uploaded to YouTube, you need to send me the link.
Oh no!
Welcome to the podcast, brother.
Hi, Jake.
Oh, sorry, bro.
I'm dead. He's a nice
Get out
guy.
now.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
I don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
Holes.
You have your 2 ear
Yeah.
holes, you have your eye holes, which is 4, and 6.
Can we
because your
stop
nose.
talking about holes before you?
But there's so
Do you
many...
have trypophobia?
But there's so many nerve holes.
I'm not going to talk about that. I'm talking about my fucking... I said holes in your head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess you could count, like, pores as a hole.
No, like nerve. Like,
Nerve?
from
holes?
your
Nerve
brain.
endings?
No, there's holes that your nerves go through.
What?
You didn't pay attention in anatomy. I know
Yeah,
because
but-
I helped you cheat on all of your
No, I did not
Nice.
cheat on my test. Not for that class. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Dude, psychology. Everyone like cheated on that. I never did.
All right.
I never did.
So how many holes are in a straw?
1.
1.
1. Correct.
Hell yeah. I'm so smart. How many holes are in this toilet paper?
1. Linnea's using the toilet paper as a telescope.
Well, now I just sound fucking cringe. Why did you say that?
You been sounding
Do I look like a minion?
Nope.
Come on, Luke. You're making you sound cringe. Do I look like a minion?
I'm tired, okay?
Oh, that's another thing that pisses me off.
What?
Not when you do it. When people are like, oh, party till 4 a.m. Yeah. Like, a couple weeks later, hey, you want to do the podcast? What time? 9? Bro, it's going to be too late for me. It's like, oh, come on.
Is this the normal time you record
No.
podcasts?
No, usually we do it.
Usually we
like
don't.
6 or
Usually we
7.
don't do it after I work.
Yeah, for reference, it's midnight.
It is 12:14.
Like just on the like the description, it's like this episode was recorded from August 16th to August 17th.
Nice.
Iconic.
But that's happened before. One time, the latest we started one was at like 2 a.m. I think. It was
Jeez.
because the problem was we were at a party, and I needed to post the podcast the next day. And that I think was maybe the first or second time.
Was that when you texted me and asked me if you should like stay up and edit or go to bed? And I told you to go to bed, and then I woke up and you.
October.
Oh.
I asked you that maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I said,
Yeah, and then you
Should I
fucking
stay up?
stayed up anyways.
I did not do that.
What? You
I
did-
did not stay up and edit the podcast.
Oh.
Because that would have taken me. The problem is my dumbass will start the podcast at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Start editing it. When, in reality, if I started at a normal time, it wouldn't take me that long to do. Plus, last week, 2 weeks ago, I lost my subscription to the thing I used to edit the podcast, and I had to remake the intro and outro from scratch.
Ooh.
Like the little like tiny little animation, which doesn't take that long. And last week I did like the previously on the Be Quiet podcast thing about SandQuest, which was a little extra time. So this week is a normal episode, so hopefully it doesn't take extra time to edit it.
Speaking of editing, should I start a YouTube channel?
No.
What would you put? Oh God. If this is anything like your private story.
That's why I'm saying, like, my private story, I told everyone, like, it was going to be vlog style. But now
But
I'm
it isn't
like,
vlog style because you're in your room tucking yourself the entire time.
You should just do
you know what?
YouTube
Fuck
shorts.
you, Lucas.
I'm sorry. YouTube
But-
shorts.
I don't know. I was just like, oh, like, my day-to-day stuff is actually really interesting, and I don't even talk about a fourth of it ever. Like, it seems like I post, like, a good amount, but, like, the shit that happens to me every day, like, not even close to what I tell everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't
So
know.
you have 1/4 of your things you talk about, and you choose to talk about
You know what? Fuck you, Lucas.
picking up shifts and then working.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry. I feel like I've been bullying you too much
It's
on this
okay.
episode.
It's okay. I can take it.
You can.
But yeah, I don't
That's
know.
how our
Having a
dynamic
YouTube
works.
channel would be fun, I feel like.
It is. You're talking
Plus,
to two
then
people
I
who have
could
had
stop
YouTube
annoying
channels.
people
Yeah.
like, with my privates. They could just...
Ooh, you're making this more interesting to me
No.
as you continue talking. You should start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Anything to stop just endless tapping.
One time I was literally playing a game with my family. I'm like, guys, watch this. I was on your private story. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cut it to 30 taps. That I had
Oh
to
my God!
skip.
That is so bad.
And you don't. Once you get past like the whatever 1 minute 30 seconds it is for a normal thing where it reset. Like you know how like you're taking a Snapchat video and then like it'll be recorded for like 30 seconds or something, and then it'll like start another video and another. But then after like 6, it stops.
Yep.
So you have to post what you have because it's too long.
Yeah.
Linnea, after that's done, she will post it and then immediately start back up where she was. She won't take the hint like, this is too long of a video, bro. She will keep doing it until like the story is completely done. But also...
So, like a 4-minute story.
Yeah, and also... Sometimes you'll be posting and it isn't like all a story. You'll be
Sometimes it's out of order too. Like they post out of order.
Or sometimes you'll be like, the first like 30 seconds will be you like, so guys, let me fix my hair.
I
here.
always say,
you're like talk about something like, oh geez, I'm out of frame here, sheesh, or something like that.
what are you talking
No,
about?
come on, Willem.
I have no idea.
Oh, you're
what
not on the
talking
private
about.
story.
I'm not on the private story.
Oh no, come on. People who, I wonder if you'll anyone who is on Linnea's private story.
I
can
never
agree.
pause to like fix my hair.
No, not pause, fix your hair. Like you'll be starting the video and like you'll be having to show something and you'll be like fixing something.
Yeah,
or,
every
like,
time I start, I've noticed I like run my hands through my hair and I'm
Oh.
like, hey guys.
So like the thing I just said. I don't do that.
I thought you meant
Oh,
like
except for when I
stopping
do.
in the middle of my story and like staring at
No,
myself
you
for
don't do
like a
that.
few seconds, and I was like, what?
You'd be like, oh, never mind. I can't think of a joke right now.
It's too late.
Yeah, this podcast has been going for an hour. I'm out of jokes already. No, I'm just kidding.
Good joke.
Fuck you. Anything else we can talk about, Willem?
Not that like, oh sorry, I'm
Or
not
Linnea.
Willem. I mean, I have a lot, but it's like not.
So
for,
the other
like-
day I picked up a shift and then I worked 3 hours and then this customer, he asked me to like bag his like stuff and then I said okay and then he like left and then he said thank you and I felt so nice about it.
Oh my god.
And then oh my god, is that sorry, I had to fix my hair. and then I went shopping afterwards with Emily and we bought some
Dishes!
plates and bowls and silverware but it isn't that fast. It's like individually taking everything out of the bag and like showing every angle of like the fork to the fucking
haul
camera.
video.
It's like
yeah,
Jesus
it's a haul
Christ.
video. That was the point. I said skip if you
Oh.
want. I will be posting my haul. That was funny though. I give you creds. What was I saying before that?
Damn, we were just yeah.
Just-
You said I asked you if you had anything to talk about, and you said not anything interesting.
Well, I have a lot of interesting things, but I don't know who generally listens to this, and I don't know how much I want to expose myself or like want people to know things about me. So
Usually it's just Joe.
what? Who's Joe?
Joe.
Oh my god!
We should make a
Good night, everybody.
We could probably make a compilation of every time that we've trolled someone with that kind of joke.
I've never fallen for that.
I've gotten someone
what the
with.
fuck is wrong with
I've
me?
gotten like 2. That's the second Joe we've gotten. I've gotten someone with D's. Oh my god.
Someone tried to pull a Candace one on me at the beginning of track practice when I was leading warm-ups, and all the guys went, no, Linnea, no. Oh my god.
You almost fell for Candace?
No, I knew right away what it was, but I like paused and I looked at him, and then all the boys were like,
Oh, remember when we were talking? Okay, I know I got something last we can talk about. This is like something real quick. You guys, so what you? Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, remember, you were talking about like what TV shows we've seen, right? Or like what we've been watching. Did you guys see that new Disney Pixar movie?
Luca?
Look at these nuts on your face! Damn it, Willem. That was not the reaction I was anticipating for that. Could you tell that I was trying to tease nuts you as soon as I like started to tell that story?
You want me to like fall back in my chair like, what?
Whoa! How dare you!
This is what I picture Rick and Morty episodes to be like.
Just
what? Oh, what me and Willem were talking about?
Yeah.
You've seen the show.
Like, twice.
Okay.
But I wasn't, like, paying attention on
that.
What?
This show sucks. I mean, what I heard in the background while I was on my phone.
I can't understand any of these jokes that I'm not paying attention to.
You guys are so mean.
I hate the Be Quiet podcast. I can't. I have it on in the background in fucking another room, and I don't get any of the jokes.
I just can't hear them very well. I need to speak clearer.
They need to talk louder so I can hear them across my house when I'm on my phone.
They need to do it vlog style.
Like a video?
Yeah, like mine.
We gotta take... This is what the Be Quiet podcast is missing. We're missing inspiration from Linnea's private story.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I know, like, most people don't watch them, and it's cringe. But I know for some people have told me, like, they like watching them. And I like making them because it's, like, documenting, and I can, like, look back on it. But, like... I'm like, nobody's gonna watch this. This is so cringe.
This is
like
exactly...
I'm holding up 2 plates and 2 bowls and talking about how cute they were and were 50 cents. Like
yeah.
I don't know.
You were almost exactly describing my thoughts on the podcast at the beginning of the podcast. Like almost exactly until you started talking about plates and bowls.
It's just like, oh, it's something fun to do and document things. Like,
yeah.
I don't know who's gonna see it or listen to it, but like,
exactly.
That's kind
if they enjoy it, they do. If they don't, whatever. You know.
The one thing about streaming though is I made a compilation of all the funniest moments, and we watched it when we were in Texas, and that was
legendary.
Bonkers.
Did you have the moment when I joined the chat and you did?
I had Jillian Michaels
Fitness Ultimatum 2010.
I had that in there.
No way. That's awesome.
It's great.
That was when I was at work. I'll tell the story before we end the podcast. Willem sometimes streams on Twitch at twitch.tv/Willem with like 4 W's. So you can check that out if you want. I was doing dishes at work and I was watching the live stream and you guys were playing Smite and I was just kind of just fucking around because there wasn't a lot of people in chat and I knew that Tommy would read aloud every single thing I would say.
Right.
So I said, this game sucks, or something like that. Then like 30 seconds later, Tommy was like, Lukas says this game sucks. And I said, this game is a ripoff, and I just tried to think of a random-ass game that I have. And I said, this game is a ripoff of Jillian Michaels' Fitness Ultimatum 2010, which obviously it's not. But then Tommy read it out loud, and Tommy does that thing where he just starts laughing, and then everyone else starts laughing. Yeah. So it was Jillian Michaels. I said, this game is a ripoff of Jillian Michaels' Fitness Ultimatum 2010. And then Aiden, of all people, was like, I think Aiden was like, how is it anything like Jillian Michaels' Fitness Ultimatum 2010? Yeah. I'm like, this game has women. Jillian Michaels is a woman. Exact same game.
Dude, do you remember that one time I was like in the Discord with you guys and you told me you were streaming, but I didn't know you were on Twitch? Because like you guys always stream your computer screens for me so I can watch.
Oh,
yep.
and I didn't know they were streaming, like, with people watching, and okay, so this is actually gonna sound really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna think it's funny.
Okay.
But I never fart, like, ever.
Okay.
Like once a month. Like, it's a running joke. Like, if someone farts, you know it's not me, because I never fart. This sounds...
Like, in public, or?
No, ever. I never fucking fart, dude.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
And I was listening to their thing, and I was laughing at something, and all of a sudden, everyone goes quiet, and I go, oh, fuck. And they're like, what? And I was like, guys, I just farted. Did you hear it? And they all go, no. And then later, you guys posted about, like, I had left the Discord. This is like 10 minutes later, and you posted about you being on Twitch, and I go, oh, fuck.
No, I definitely posted it.
I rejoined, I don't know, but I rejoined the Discord, and I go, guys, like, were there people listening when, like,
that
I
happened?
said that? And he was like, yeah, and he listed off a few names, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. It was so embarrassing. Because I never... Yeah, it was so funny.
It's really funny.
It was so funny.
So funny. One time me and Jack Dunn were playing Rocket League. This was probably like 2015.
Wait, Jacob is gonna listen to this podcast.
Oh my god. Sorry, dude.
Hey, man. She never farts.
That's a bonus, bro. Anyways, me and Jack Dunn were playing Fortnite. He's like, Lucas, I'm streaming right now. So we were playing Rocket League. I'm like, hey, Jack Dunn, ask your Twitch chat if they like me more than you, or something like that. We were just talking. And like, I would say something, and Jack Dunn would say something kind of fucked up. I'm like, oh, you're going to say that on Twitch or something like that? I don't remember what exactly happened. It was 6 years ago. And then after like an hour, he was like, I was lying to you. I'm not actually streaming. So I just sounded like a jackass for an hour when talking to him. And then Jack Dunn, when I met him, he told me that he streams on Twitch and he speedruns Luigi's Mansion because he said he has the Japanese copy of it to speedrun the game.
Right.
And he told me that his name was Boohead86. And he showed me on the thing that his record is like, he was like 24th place in the world. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. That's pretty cool that I know someone who has like a speedrun.
Right.
So I become closer friends with him in 9th grade. And I downloaded the Twitch app, and I was with Jack Dunn. I'm like, I'm going to follow you on Twitch, your old Twitch account. So I go Boohead86. It has like 128,000 followers. I'm like, what the And the guy was streaming right then. And I was with Jack Dunn. I'm like, wait a minute. You're not Boohead86. And it was like 3 years after he told me that. So he was like, no, what are you looking at? I'm like, you are a fraud. And I posted a video on my story. I'm like, don't trust Jack Dunn. He's a fraud. He doesn't speedrun Luigi's Mansion. Jack Dunn was like, don't post that. Don't post that.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, what the fuck was that? What are you doing?
Nothing.
All right, we should end this podcast episode.
Yeah.
This looks like a chode.
What?
Look at it.
The drawing you're doing right now?
Yeah.
Hi, Jacob.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh
Jacob,
my.
comments on this podcast if you've made it this far.
Stop!
It'll be the pinned comments of the episode.
This kid is not gonna want to be friends with me after this, dude. It's gonna be like, who
Then we
is
have
this
succeeded
girl?
in an article.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, Linnea, good luck with that. Yeah, good luck with your new friend. Willem, I'll see you in a couple weeks when we're going to be living together.
Indeed.
That'll be fun. And until then, quick, someone said something funny for the outro. I can't think of anything.
Suck my nuts!